I see the junior companies in Queensland particularly solving the gas shortage predominantly through their expertise and ability in exploration activities. Juniors are very good at doing exploration work, and once they've identified resources and reserves, the bigger players tend to come in and take them forward to turn them into production operations. Armour's a little bit different though to the rest of the juniors in Queensland because we already have exploration and production assets, so we're already producing. The juniors that are purely in the exploration play will take some time to get their identified resources, reserves to market. We already have production, so we're already producing. I think one of the other big things that Armour brings, recently we've been awarded some exploration blocks by the Queensland Government, as have a number of other juniors. So that's a positive for us to do further exploration and develop our resources. We also recently received a grant from the federal government to help us accelerate some of our gas development. So that will go towards 4 wells that we plan to drill over the next 9 to 12 months. As an explorer of hydrocarbons in the petroleum industry, we rely on security of tenure, our petroleum leases, to be able to plan our work and go about the activities we need to do our exploration and production. Particularly on the exploration side of things, so security of tenure is a really important thing. So being able to work with the regulators to ensure that as a junior explorer we have security of tenure helps us attract investor finance to take that development further. And then with that you end up taking your resource to a reserve and then eventually producing, which is what everybody wants to solve the domestic gas shortage problem. So security of tenure is probably the biggest important thing. Technology in most industries, I think, helps with improving the economics of whatever it is you're doing. So for us, the technology in the unconventional space has been improving dramatically over the years, and whilst Armour Energy has some unconventional work, a lot of our gas is in the conventional space. But I think one of the important things for technology is that for unconventional gas development, the technology is robust and solid, and I think industry and government can help the public understand things better if we get the message out to the public more about how we go about doing our work in the unconventional space. Infrastructure across the gas production space is very important. It's a critical part of the gas supply chain from wellhead to the market, to the end user. So the infrastructure is incredibly important. The fact that you really need competitive pricing on the whole supply chain, and infrastructural pipelines is the main part of it. Being competitive is a very important part of the jigsaw puzzle. Armour's diverse portfolio is important to shareholder value. We not only have a reasonably diverse portfolio of commodities in terms that we produce oil, albeit a modest volume, but gas, condensate and LPGs are our production portfolio. Our exploration portfolio, as you mentioned, includes Uganda and Africa, but also Northern Territory, Queensland and Victoria. It's very important to have diversity because as people in this industry know, Queensland is really the only space we can viably operate in Australia. There's no moratorium on hydraulic stimulation. So Northern Territory has had issues in that regard for some time, and it appears that the results from the recent inquiry are going to be acted upon by the Northern Territory government. So We expect to see some news from them in July as to how that will evolve. In Victoria, though, the onshore conventional and unconventional opportunity to explore and produce gas isn't there. So Queensland for us is a great place to do business, and at the moment we're enjoying doing business in Queensland.